Hi, and welcome back to the Nerd Shelves. I'm Judy.
And I'm Michael. And today we're going to talk about the 3 things we love about...
It's a Wonderful World.
So come join us at the table when we talk about It's a Wonderful World. If at the end of this video you like what you saw, and if you like the Nerd Shelves series, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It would really mean a lot. Thanks. Okay, so the 3 things we love about It's a Wonderful World. Do you want to start?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with number 3.
Number 3. Okay, so when we unbox this game, I love the graphic. The board, the playboard looks very much like control panels on a spaceship.
Yeah, it's true.
To me anyways.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same?
Totally.
Okay. And the graphic, I feel like it's more of into the future.
Yeah, very futuristic.
Very, right?
Yeah.
And there's like the solar cannon, the magnetic train.
Yep.
And also there's robot assistance. There's gravity inverter. It's just so cool and creative.
Yeah, you mean all the different developments on all the cards. There's tons of cards in the game and they all have different developments on them. Actually, the one that we did this at the unboxing, but the one I really liked was Roswell, where it has the little alien.
That's so cool.
It's so cute.
It's a Green Man.
It's so cute. And then the alien was also in the rule book, which was pretty cool. Yeah. You even noticed, actually, you pointed out that even the insert of the box was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not very functional. It's just a couple of spots for your cards, but it looked really cool.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
It works for what comes in the game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty cool. Very futuristic looking. The art is great. Super bright, super colorful. Yep, loved it.
Eye-catching. Yours?
Totally. Yeah, I thought about that. I really did. It was really hard for that to make my list, and I'll tell you why. Mm-hmm. This was really hard for me to pick 3. Mm-hmm. And it was even harder for me to put them in order. Mm-hmm. So all 3 of my things that I love, they kind of go together. Mm-hmm. So this is a little bit different list for me. So I kind of have to explain them in parts, but they all go together. Yeah. This game, for me, everything worked so well together. Yeah. And that's what made this game so brilliant. I agree. So it was hard to pick a top 3, but I did my best. And that's why I didn't put the art in. The art is great, but that was not one of my top 3. So my number 3 is, this is, again, kind of a 2-parter. Yeah. So this game has lots of end game bonuses on the cards and different ways that you can score points. But the game also, this is the second part to it, it's only 4 rounds. Yeah. It's pretty quick. So when you get a development constructed with an end game bonus on it, you don't have very long in the game to think about doing other things. No, you don't. It points you in a direction. Yep. You get an end game bonus that you really need to work for. And if you don't work towards that, the game's over. Yep. And to me, it is just, so many games have end game bonuses. I get that. But this one, because it's only 4 rounds, those end game bonuses are so important. Yes. And if you use the A side of your Empire card, it has an endgame bonus on it right from the beginning of the game. And that really drives you towards a certain strategy. Yeah, I like this part because that's part of the reason why I say I want to play this game more often, because you cannot try all your strategies at one game. Right. You have to try different strategies at different times when you play it, because at your game, you really need to focus. Otherwise, you can't get any score at the end. Absolutely. Yeah. Exactly. You're absolutely right. Depending on what victory point endgame bonuses you have in your engine, you have to work towards those. Stick to it and work. You have to, right? Yeah. I think that one game you beat me by your endgame bonuses were all for the financiers. So you just kept hammering down the financiers and you got like 38 or 39 points. Yeah. No. Maybe even more than that. Yeah. Maybe 60 points or something just from the financiers. Yeah. It's amazing. It is. So that's my number 3, and it's kind of it's a 2-parter. It's I love the endgame victory points because the game is so short, how it drives your strategy in, and I love that. I think that's super cool. That is cool. Yeah. Sounds good. Do you want to carry on to number 2? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I get to go first. Sure. Number 2. Let's do it. Okay. So my number 2 is, as I mentioned before, there's only 4 rounds, but each round has 3 different phases in it. What I love about this game is I love the second phase. I love the planning phase. That's my number 2, the planning phase. And I think it's really cool because everybody drafts 7 cards, but the planning phase, everybody does it at the same time. And what you're doing is everybody at the same time is trying to decide what to do with the cards that you've drafted because all 7 cards have to do something.
Yep.
You can't leave them in your draft area. You either construct them or put them up to be constructed or recycle them.
Recycle, yeah.
But it's such a brilliant mechanic because there's only 4 rounds, like I've mentioned. So you have to know which resources are coming in the phase later. And then you also have to know which cards to recycle so that you can construct certain cards to get the recycling bonuses. And that planning, there were times where you and I were like, shh, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm thinking, oh, which one do I put where? Where do I plan? Like it hurts your brain.
Yes.
But it's brilliant.
I know. No time wasted. You
Right.
have to be very precise on what you do.
Yeah.
Because in 4 rounds, you have to go straight ahead to the direction you're taking your score. Otherwise, if you waste any time or any turn, then that's it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk a little bit more. I'm not going to talk too much more now because that also ties into my number 1 thing I love about the game. So I'm going to leave it at that and tie it all in on my number 1. So what's your number 2?
My number 2 is pretty close, but I think, okay, at the production phase.
Yeah, that's phase 3. The production phase is the third. It goes drafting phase, then planning phase, then production phase.
Yeah, where you have to get the resources, right?
Yeah.
And I like how they have to multiply, like how many constructors you have and how many financiers you have or generals you have. I like this part.
Yeah.
You multiply. Because if it's just showing you how many you get, it's so easy.
Yeah.
But because you have to multiply how much you already gain, it just makes it so hard because you cannot concentrate. You're counting the single one.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, wait, I have to multiply this one and then add up that one.
Yeah.
It turned into a math course and you have to be really careful.
Yeah. I forgot about that. You're right. That was something I didn't think about is that in the production phase, you count the cubes, but some of not only victory points, but some cards you get blue cubes based on how many yellow cards you've produced or something. So these multipliers.
The constructors you already gain on your empire.
Yeah.
And how many financiers. Yeah, that part, oh my gosh, take me longer
Yeah.
than anything else.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that you mentioned that after mine because that adds to my number 2. It's true. That planning phase, you have to plan out how many resources I'll get in the production phase, plus the recycle bonuses that I'm going to get for recycling development cards. Plus, you have to add in the multipliers for some of the cards. Yeah.
So all the number adds up. Be careful.
Yeah. So good. So much to think about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll let you go for the first one because I know you're excited to talk about it already.
Yeah, can you tell? How can you tell I'm excited? Really? I get to go first?
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So again, tying into my other 2, my number 1 is what I love about this game, which makes it different than almost every engine builder that I've played, is that I love the instant construction mechanic.
Right.
So what I mean by that is the cards you have in your construction area, whether you get resources from recycling bonuses or during the production phase, it doesn't matter. The cubes you get instantly have to go on one of the constructions. And as soon as that card's filled, it is, no matter when in your turn, it doesn't matter. It's instantly constructed, which means it goes from your construction area onto your production card. Now, why that's important is because during the production phase, you have to produce the resources in order that they're on the board. So you always produce materials first, right? And then I think it's materials, then energy, then science, gold. Then gold, then exploration. So why that's key is if I finish a card, say with the material production, and it finishes, that card is instantly constructed and goes into my production, which means that card now can produce in the next step.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait for the next turn.
No, you don't.
It's amazing. I have never played a game like that, right? Usually you have to, everything gets produced at one time and then you can use them in the next round. But this adds into the reason why it ties in. How can you tell I'm excited? I'm talking so fast. Sorry. But it ties into that planning phase. Yeah. So part of the planning now, you have to decide which card you want to construct. You have to plan how you're getting your resources, whether through recycling or production. Yeah. But now you're also planning in what order you can produce cards so that they can still be collected. The resources on that card can be collected in the same round if you produce it at the right time. Yep. And that changed some of my decisions in the game.
For sure.
Right? I thought to myself, I have to produce this card first before I construct this card because it produces materials in different order. Yeah. Or produces resources.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Oh, so good. So much to think about. So that was my number one, that instant construction mechanic. I love it. That's my number one.
Guess what?
Okay, what's your number one?
It's my number one too.
Hey!
I love it so much because like you say, it is so true. The timing of when you get which material, the energy, science, all that. At the end of a game, I want everything to be complete, to be constructed. Yeah. I end up no cards left.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Everything is done. That feeling is so good.
It was, we both did it. It was amazing.
Such a good feeling when you complete all that and nothing left.
Oh, it was so good. There was like four, like I said, 4 rounds. In the last round, we sat there during the planning phase,
we took longer, right?
We took a long time. And almost at the same time, we both went, it's going to work. It's just going to work. And we both ended up with no cards needed to be constructed and all of our resources gone.
Yeah. I think I got 2 left.
Maybe. Yeah. But that feeling, we both agreed that winning the game didn't matter. What mattered was that,
it's all done.
That feeling of the planning phase and everything working out perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Satisfying.
People who are watching this who haven't played the game, they're probably thinking, what are you guys talking about?
Play this game.
Right.
You know what's going on.
But those of you that have played it will probably totally understand what we're talking about. And go ahead.
I really, really enjoy this game so much. I want to play over and over again just to try different way. Like you said, my last game, it was all focused on financier. Yeah. But there are a couple of times I really want to try to get to the science part, but I can't because I have to stick to the gold part. Yeah. Oh, I just want to be savage one time and just I'm going to do 2 ways and see how it goes.
Well, I wish you had in that last game because you beat me by 7 points only.
Yeah, I kind of get lucky.
You didn't get lucky. You played it amazingly.
I tried.
So Judie had we started with the A-side Empire cards, which had already had victory bonuses on them. And yours were for financiers. Mm-hmm. You got another production card that gave you more bonuses for financiers. Yeah. So you just started stockpiling financiers. That wasn't lucky. That was brilliant.
That was so cool.
It was amazing.
Each financier I have is 1 point. So I just keep collecting financier.
No, they're always worth 1 point, but you had 2 extra bonuses. So each one was worth 3 points.
Yeah.
Or maybe even 4.
Yeah, I think I got 3 more, so total of 4.
Yeah,
so crazy.
Now I watched the game night crew from BGG play It's a Wonderful World, and now that we're talking about it, it reminded me that so Deborah, who was playing with them, she actually now that I remember, she said the exact same thing at the end of their discussion after the game. Yeah, was that she didn't win, she didn't care. she had it so that her last round, she got rid of every single
Everything.
card and all of her resources. And she was just like, oh, that's so awesome. But it's true. I know what she means now.
She win the game to
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you. I totally, I agree.
Oh, there were so many things that didn't make my list that I could have, but all three of my things I loved about it had to go together, and that's what made this game so perfect.
Yeah.
But your number 3, the art and the graphics and the iconography on it,
It's
so
amazing.
good, so awesome.
One thing though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't get the name. It's a wonderful world, and the main characters are general and financier, and all the graphic is very future
Yeah.
and like floating in the air and the dark side. It's very cool, but I can't connect them together.
But
Still make it a good game.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great game. Like, maybe it's ironic. Maybe it's...
I don't know, but they design a game, so they pretty much can name it whatever they want.
Yeah. It is... That's a really good point. It's a Wonderful World is a very... It has a happy tone to it. That the game... It doesn't have the same tone or the same feeling as the game. Doesn't matter.
No.
It's still an amazing game.
Doesn't.
And you know what else is great about this game? 45 minutes.
Oh, yes.
It's 45 minutes. It's
Short and sweet.
short and sweet.
Love it.
So thinky. Like, oh my gosh, so thinky. But super easy to teach.
Yes.
Super easy to understand.
Yeah.
You could teach this to almost anybody.
Yeah, being said, the first round I got confused with it.
Maybe I just didn't teach it well. I don't know. But yeah,
It was so good.
it is so good.
Yeah, I like how on the box already they explain step 1, step 2. It's just so clear. You know what
You
to
mean
do.
in the rule book?
On the box, at the back of the box, it shows step 1.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Cool.
All right, so that's 3 things we love about It's a Wonderful World.
Yeah.
If you play it, let us know how you think.
Sorry. This could have been 10 things I love about It's a Wonderful World. Really.
So I'm going to guess it's going to go on your top shelf then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah, we almost ended the video there, but I'm still talking. So this shows you how much I like this
Show
game.
must carry on.
I'm so sorry.
It's just that good.
Okay, so my favorite games, like I play almost any game. I love all games, right? I really don't have games I don't like. But my favorite games of all time, they're longer, Euro, crunchy, heavier games. Like I love those types of games.
Me too.
While this is thinky and heavy, it's not really one of those games, right? Like this isn't a Trajan. This isn't Paladins of the West Kingdom. It's not one of those types of games. It's like I said, 45 minutes. But it still is right now one of my top games. I love it.
You know what? I get it.
What?
That's why it's called It's a Wonderful World.
Why?
Because there's no killing or stealing stuff, get rid of people, pushing them in the lava and all that. It's a wonderful world.
Pushing them in that was from Orbis. That was funny.
Yeah, that's why it's named. Oh,
There you
cool.
go. However, she is a general.
And she's cool.
She's cool. Very cool. Yeah. Okay. Hilarious. Anyway, such a good game. Such a great game. Such a great game.
Yeah, if you haven't played, go try it out. Seriously.
Seriously, we highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it.
And if you haven't done so already and you like the Nerd Shelves, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when we produce more videos. And you can listen to me ramble on and on and on about games I love.
And me just giggling, as always. And leave a comment. Let us know what you want to see, what you want to know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we haven't had many comments lately. It's been a bit slow.
You guys
I want to
being
hear.
so shy.
Yeah, come on. Leave some comments.
All right.
Yeah, I think we should finish this. This is going on too long.
Well, there's so much to chat about.
Yeah, fair enough.
We should do a playthrough, maybe.
Yes. Done. Okay, let's finish this. Go ahead and get another game off of your Nerd Shelves. Take care. Bye.